Leafs prospect just finished up in their tournament at Traverse City. They lost to Columbus. Don't worry, they didn't have to hit the Adam Fantilli show. That was later where he had his 3 goals and 2 assists to actually out-duel, but they didn't play each other. But outplay, no. He just had more points than Connor Bedard, who also had a hat-trick that same night. Wow, 1-3, looking good so far. Toronto loses to Columbus, I think it was 7-3. They go in Game 2, they beat Dallas 5-1, and then they beat Detroit. Verberg had a hat-trick against Detroit. He had 2 assists, secondary assists against Dallas. That's great. He was drafted 213th overall in 2020. Hiddleby, the 6'6", I think he was drafted somewhere in the hundreds in 2022. 6'6" goalie. He had over a .930 save percentage. He looked great. That's awesome. More goalies in the pipeline for Toronto. More big goalies as well. Obviously, Wall and Samsonov up top. You got Jones just there, who's not going to be on the team because some team's definitely going to pick him up. But it's great to have goalies in the pipeline. You have guys like Fraser Minten, who look great in all 3 zones, especially against Dallas. You have Easton Cowan, who led the Toronto Maple Leafs in points with 6. The guy who was expected to go 3rd or 4th round, he was a shock in the 1st round, especially shock for me. And then you hear that, a few teams actually moved him up into the 1st round, and Toronto always had him in the 1st round. Then you look at his second half with the London Knights in the OHL, and you go, oh, wow, he's pretty good. His line ended up being the top line of the playoffs for London. He made the Leafs main camp. He'll probably play in a few exhibition games. He'll go back to London, take a leadership role, and hopefully dominate. And then you have guys like Matthew Knies, who's definitely too good for this tournament, in my opinion. He's just great net front presence. He battles for the puck. He wins it a ton. He's got great edge work. He can enter the zone, and he can take it in deep if he needs. He can drop his shoulder and somehow beat a D and go 1v1. We saw him do that against Tampa Bay. He got lots of chances against Vasilevsky. Saw that against Florida before he was rock bottom by Sam Bennett. He is going to play a top 9, top 6 role for Toronto, and I can't wait to see him all season. But it's great to see these prospects. You get to see them now, and then you'll see them develop throughout the year, and it's phenomenal. It's got me so excited that I booked Leaf tickets for October 6th in Detroit. Get to watch Toronto against Detroit. October 7th in Detroit. That's going to be phenomenal. And then coming up soon, Kraft Hockeyville out the Joe Thornton Arena in St. Thomas, right nearby. It was amazing to see West Lauren win Kraft Hockeyville and get to be a part of that, so that's going to be great. The hockey season's upon us. Let's go. Go Leafs, go.